And now, 2K Sports brings you Thursday night in the NBA. Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Chet Holmgren.
We're just not seeing the same tenacity from him on the defensive end lately. He hasn't been blocking as many shots over the last few months, and I think it's made him a little less intimidating under the hoop.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the 3. And for the Warriors, down low it'll be the tenacious pair of Butler and Draymond. Moses Moody out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Santos in at the 3, the small forward. Back to SGA. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
Now here's Curry. Misses the 3. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with the head coach of the Warriors for a minute, and he told me one guy that we have to always be cognizant of is Chet Holmgren. Coach explained his biggest impact comes on the defensive end, but we can't overlook his offense. He's a 7-footer with guard skills who can space the floor and is very efficient around the rim. Brian, back over to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
All right, Steph, I see your 3, and I'll raise you with one of my own.
And SGA throws it down.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, that's just skill by SGA. He is so good at reading defenses and understanding when he has an opportunity.
Knocks down the triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Tim, it was pretty unique to hear the Warriors vets say they don't want a team to mortgage the future trying to chase one more ring.
Really shows you the selflessness of this group. Here you've got Steph Curry, a top 10 player in league history, who maybe would want one because there's no time like the present.
Thinking more like a GM than he is a star player.
Smart. Keep that cupboard stocked.
Here's Santos. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. Yep, that one's good.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams from long range. Buries it from 3.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
To the inside, here's Curry. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. Curry's got 8.
He's 3 or 4 now, looking real confident out the gate.
Here's SGA. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
You know, it's tough to pick just one, B.A. He's such an all-around player. He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere on the court.
Legs, you look at Jalen Williams coming out of college. Early doubts about his athletic ceiling proving unfounded.
No question about it. There were limitations placed on him as an athlete because he's got a fairly unique build if you think about it. Really long arms and barrel-chested, but his agility really opening eyes.
Well, and you can never underestimate the heart, and he plays with a lot of it.
Absolutely.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Porzingis, he's checked in for the Warriors. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Wallace comes in for Dort. And here are the Warriors now. For 3, Porzingis sinks the tray.
Yeah, such an easy flick of the wrist for Porzingis. He makes it look like a 10-footer when he hits the corner 3.
Here's Williams. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. The three from Curry. Another three for Golden State.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
Outside, Williams. And here's SGA outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
Last time, free throw shooting was their kryptonite. Just could not keep pace. And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Thunder trail by 9. SGA looking around. And Williams punches it home.
Jalen Williams that time showing you that explosive athleticism.
Outside, Green from the arc. Drains the triple. Green's got his third basket of the night.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Yeah, the crowd noise can make it hard to execute your offense on the road, but they did a great job playing their game.
For the Thunder, Wiggins, he's checked in for Holmgren. Joe comes in for Jalen Williams. And Mitchell subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. On defense, the Warriors. 10-point lead. Outside Joe. Pass to Wallace. 4-3. He drops it from range.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
And that one's good. Green.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Thunder trail by 10. Wallace outside. To the middle. Here's Wiggins. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
32 seconds left in the opening quarter. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Williams. Now Wiggins. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Drills it from deep.
Oh, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
That one drops for him. Porzingis has got 5 now.
So smooth off the catch. Porzingis is excellent at judging when to take quick shots.
Here's Wallace. And it's Oklahoma City with another. And so it's the Golden State Warriors closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. They've been lights out from deep, and it's a big... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
We've got DeAnthony Melton, Kristaps Porzingis out there with Al Horford. Then there's Jimmy Butler, and it's Podziemski in at the point guard. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Porzingis misses.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And it's Holmgren missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Tim, when you talk about Jimmy Butler, just how hard of a worker is this guy?
Well, he's just exceptional. That gritty style of play is what makes him so respected, B.A. And as we know, he has a way of rising to the occasion.
And it's Mitchell, the miss. The Warriors lead by 7. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Porzingis misses. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Wiggins has gotten his second bucket.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. Horford passes to Butler. Now here's Melton. Releases. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Melton's got his first 2 points of the night.
And the passing of Butler can be overlooked, but Jimmy normally averages about 5 assists per game.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Chet Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of his slender frame. He said, "You can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery, playing hard, and try to get better at my weaknesses, too, throughout my career. That will leave me in a good spot." Back to you.
The sky is the limit for him. All right, Allie, thank you. Oh, Jimmy Butler cashing in from distance.
Wow, what a quick trigger from Butler.
So Mark Degno will call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Then for Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Wiggins, and Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. Outside Joe. Williams against Horford. Back to Joe. Puts up a 3. Not going to go that time. The Warriors lead by 10. Launches a 3. Butler, that one's good. Butler's got 6 in the quarter.
And while this has never been the strongest part of Butler's game, Jimmy can certainly hit a 3.
And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City.
For Oklahoma City, number 34, Kenrich Williams.
Here's Holmgren. Really played well against Phoenix in his last game. On the wing, SGA. To stop the run. Connects. The jumper drops. Gilgeous-Alexander's got a... All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their team.
It's all about results. Thank you very much for the report, Shams. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Curry's checked in. Then for Oklahoma City, Isaiah Hartenstein comes in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Joe. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
And here's Curry for 3. Dort grabs the miss. Thunder trail by 9. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's cleared by Stephen Curry. Horford outside.
minutes remaining.
From the high post. Curry, no good.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. SGA using that size.
Shai had him guessing on that dribble move. The defender was absolutely lost trying to stay with him.
Outside Curry, three-pointer. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
From deep, Melton. Williams grabs the board. Thunder trail by 10. SGA with it, now guarded by Curry. Dort for 3. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA's got 5 assists tonight.
Yeah, talk about a guy who made himself into a solid three-point shooter. Lou Dort.
Melton passes to Curry. There's the triple. Money! Stephen Curry, the three-point king.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, a misfire there. He's made 5. He's missed 5. Inside. Holmgren against Horford. The Thunder pull it in. 23 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Holmgren. Launches it. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
Horford can't hit. Dort for 3. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so we wrap up the first half. The Warriors on top, leading by 10. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Steve Kerr, coaching.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
For the Knicks, they'll be up against the Hawks out in Atlanta. That one tips off at 7 p.m. Eastern.
2 elite squads, Ernie. 1 winner. I'm expecting big things.
No doubt. Everyone in the league will be watching. And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the Thunder.
They've done some good things. I mean, they've also let those other guys get comfortable at the offensive end.
Yeah, Lazy D, they'll need to play with much higher energy in the second half.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Here's Spencer. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. 2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. Thunder trail by 10. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And some very quick points for him on that possession. That's 12 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. It might not always show up on the stat sheet, but Lou Dort is one of the most feared defenders around. Right?
Well, he's built like a middle linebacker. Brings a high level of physicality. BA, there's a reason he's earned the nickname the Torture Chamber.
Fires in the triple. Williams has got 11 points.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Hey, Horford from range.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
From deep, Holmgren. Porzingis grabs the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And here's Butler outside. And the Warriors with another three.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren. Pass to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
To the wing on the left. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Let's go with a three. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Hartenstein's got 5 rebounds tonight. Williams looking around. Hartenstein a screen. And it's Oklahoma City with another.
Whatever they said at halftime, it is working. They look super confident out there.
Pass to Spencer. Takes a three. Nails it from 3. Spencer's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Here's Williams. Fires the 3. He's off on that one. Williams against Butler. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
And Hartenstein slams it in.
It's a luxury to have a guy like Hartenstein on the offensive glass, always ready to collect and then finish off on those missed shots.
Santos has checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Spencer. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Oh, nice job in the paint from Curry.
And how many times have we seen this play out? Curry just on a mission. Unstoppable tonight.
SGA passes to Dort. Back to SGA. Tries a 10-footer. Porzingis grabs the board. The Warriors lead by 13. You know, Tim, when it comes to deflections and steals, who's better than the Thunder?
The answer, nobody. They pressure the ball, they run swarms of defenders at you, and they have a way of overwhelming and exhausting their opponents.
Both teams will make substitutions. Oklahoma City on D. And the Warriors miss again. Wallace outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Shai hitting the 3.
Wow, that is so quick by Shai on the catch and the release.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Guys, back to you.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, thank you. To the paint. Here's Santos. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Santos has gotten his second bucket of the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him. His first 3 of the game, maybe that gets him going from out there.
Porzingis for 3, and the three-pointer goes. Porzingis has got 8.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now. Williams from long range. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Melton outside. Pass to Porzingis. And here's Payton. Lets the three fly. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound in this one. Three-pointer. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and the putback. Williams has got 7 now in this quarter.
His instincts are terrific. Williams has a nose for the ball and gets himself into great position. Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be right back after this word. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Brandon Pajemski. Gary Payton II is out there with Quentin Post. Then there's DeAnthony Melton. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Wallace misses. The Warriors lead by 7. Down low. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Wallace. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to Post. Fires for 3. Sinks it from distance. Post has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Now an update on Jimmy Butler's injury. Let's go to Allie LaForce.
Hi guys, the head athletic trainer for the Warriors provided some info for us. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Unfortunate for him personally, but he has been given the go-ahead from the team. We'll see what he chooses to do, given the unlikelihood that they make the playoffs.
All right, Allie, thanks. Appreciate the update.
Well, that's an injury no player wants to deal with, but as we know, so many guys have dealt with it at some point.
Teams making some changes here. And when we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your handle.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hi guys, well, Mark Dagnall was just reviewing the plan with his team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
Allie, thank you. The Thunder with another miss. The Warriors lead by 13. Left side Curry. And the Warriors with another 3.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And there's the rejection.
Well, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Thunder trail by 16. Pass to SGA. Holmgren with a screen on Curry. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 21.
Yeah, defensively, it's a tough cover on SGA because he knows how to run the two-man game.
And that one's good. Melton.
Now, that one went in, but I don't think that's a shot they want to rely on.
Now here's Holmgren. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Joe. And the layup is good off the glass. Joe's got his first bucket in this one.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And here's Butler outside. Oh, he can't miss. 8 for 8 after that shot.
They keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Wiggins! And yes, sir! Matching three-pointers. Wow!
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And the Warriors make some changes. Green's checked in for Bassie. Santos comes in for Payton. And Moody is subbed in for Melton. Then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein. He's checked in for Wiggins. Williams comes in for Wallace. And it's Dort in for Joe. Stephen Curry, the three is in.
Bombs away in the first half. He's followed up the effort with 3 more triples since.
Now Holmgren puts up the tray. Oh, Green rips down the board.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Curry, that's good.
And we don't see Curry take that many mid-range shots, but that jumper is pure from anywhere.
Here's SGA. Yes! Using that window!
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
Outside, Green.
2 minutes.
He launches. Another three for Golden State.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And that basket is good.
Don't judge Holmgren by his size. He does have a passing skill set, finding shooters and getting them the ball.
The 19-footer. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Curry's got 13 points now in the quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Warriors.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And give them credit for what'll be their 38th win of the year. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Stephen Curry.
Well, he had a lot of success making plays for his team and breaking down the defense.
Curry fires. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Green with the ball. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Here's Green. Outside Moody. And that comes off the assist by Green. And the Warriors lead by 20.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Curry, that's good.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
The 3 from Mitchell. The Warriors pull it in. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Santos. From deep three-point land. Another 3 for Golden State. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Now Mitchell. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
Let's send it courtside and check in with Ali. Force. Ali, what do you have?
Jimmy, congrats on the win. What did it